The superior man clears his mind and remains receptive to the will of the self. Wilhelm's translation of the name of this hexagram is influence, but I have chosen initiative to emphasize the idea of the proper source of the influence implied in the symbolism. Webster's Third New International Dictionary defines initiative as follows. Initiative 1, an introductory step or movement, an act designed to originate or set on foot as a process or train of events. Often used in the phrase, on one's own initiative, as in, don't blame me, he acted on his own initiative. The judgment states that the situation can be furthered only by the firm correctness associated with the proper contracting of a marriage. We already know that the symbolism of marriage refers to a union of opposites within the psyche. To understand what is meant by the proper contracting of a marriage, we need only look at hexagram number 54, propriety, or the marrying maiden, to see the improper way to do it. That is, when the woman takes the initiative. Far from being a sexist idea, the symbolism reveals a profound archetypal truth. The polarity of forces in the psyche shows the ego as magnetic to the dynamic self. That is, the conscious ego complex in any psyche, male or female, is feminine, or magnetic in relation to the self, which is masculine or dynamic. In the I Ching, the self is symbolized by heaven and the ego is symbolized by earth. This primordial relationship between the two qualities is found in many symbol systems. Here's the Kabbalistic version, a quote from D. Fortune in the Mystical Kabbalah. This clearly indicates the function of polarity that prevails between the planes of form and the planes of force. The planes of form being the female aspect, polarized and made fertile by the influences of the planes of force. The Hermetic tradition describes it this way, a quote from the Kabbalion. There is this dual aspect in the mind of every person. The I, self, represents the masculine principle of mental gender. The me, ego, represents the female principle. In the contracting of a marriage between heaven and earth, uniting the polarities within the divided psyche, the ego must learn, usually through great suffering, that its correct role is a magnetic one in relation to that of the self. The work cannot progress until this lesson has been learned and accepted completely. As long as the ego insists on taking dynamic initiative, as usual in the illusory world of appearances, the results can only be the kind of objective world we inhabit, one of chaos and strife.